Hello primary 6 students. On behalf of AMS English Department, I'd like to welcome you today. I'm Miss Mariam. How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. In this video, we are going to learn past perfect continuous. And today's agenda's items are form of past perfect continuous and the usage of past perfect continuous, examples of past perfect continuous, and past perfect continuous versus past perfect. So let's start. Past perfect continuous is the action continued for a specific amount of time before another time in the past. Let us read the example. Michelle had been going for an hour when we ate. So here, Michelle had been jogging. Had been jogging here is an action which is continued. So it's an action continued. So here, the action continued like this for an hour. Here, for an hour. And for an hour here is a specific amount of time. As here, the action continued like had been jogging for a specific amount of time, which is for an hour. And when we ate here is before another time in the past. So here, past perfect continuous is the action continued for a specific amount of time before another time in the past. Let's read more on past perfect continuous. The past perfect continuous, which also called past perfect progressive, is a verb tense which is used to show that an action started in the past and continued up to another point in the past, as we said before. For an hour here is a specific amount of time. We have to use this specific amount of time to know that we have to use past perfect continuous. Also, we can use another word that indicates a duration of time, like here, for 5 minutes, for 2 weeks. All of these are both durations which can be used with the past perfect continuous. Past perfect continuous focuses more on the continuous action. It focuses on the duration of the action. So here, when we said, Michelle had been jogging for an hour when we ate, we are focusing on the action that he had been jogging for an hour. Past perfect continuous doesn't continue until now. It stops before something else in the past. Let's read more examples. It began raining 2 hours ago. It was raining for a long time. So it had been raining for 2 hours. Here we use past perfect continuous. Here, had been raining here is a continuous action, right? And for 2 hours, we call it a specific amount of time. So here, we have to use a continuous action and a specific amount of time. Without using a specific amount of time, it's not easy for us to say it's past perfect continuous or not. So after reading this example, can you indicate what is the form of past perfect continuous? Think about it. Yes, you're doing a great job. The form of past perfect continuous, it had 3 parts. The first part is had plus been plus verb in ing. Like here, I had been running for 3 hours. Be careful, we have to use the duration of time, like for 3 hours. Okay, here, the negative form. The negative form is had plus not plus been plus verb in ing. Or hadn't plus been plus verb in ing. Like here, I had not been studying Turkish for a long time. I can also say, I hadn't been studying Turkish for a long time. Another example, I hadn't been exercising for 2 years. Or, I had not been exercising for 2 years. And now with the question form of past perfect continuous. The question form of past perfect continuous is had plus the subject plus been plus verb in ing. Like here, had we been Skating? Had we been skating? And don't forget the question mark. Let's know the usage of past perfect continuous. Using past perfect continuous before another action in the past is a good way to show cause and effect. Let's see how. Jane was tired because she had been working in her garden for 4 hours. Here I used had been working, and this is a continuous action. For 4 hours, it's a duration of time. So we have to use a duration of time. Be careful. Here we are saying why Jane felt tired. She felt tired because she had been working in her garden for 4 hours. So this is the cause of feeling tired. Let's read another one. Where was Kelly? She was sleeping. She felt dizzy because she had been sleeping for a long time. Here, had been sleeping is a continuous action, and in the past. For a long time, it's a duration. Here we are saying why Kelly felt dizzy. This is the cause of feeling dizzy. She had been sleeping for a long time. Let's know the difference between past perfect and past perfect continuous. The past perfect tense expresses a past action already finished when another past action happens. Like here, had played is the past action. This action happened before another action. So this past action already finished. But met is another action that happens in the past but happened after this action. But past perfect continuous tense describes a past action which started in the past and continued to happen after another action or time in the past. As we said before, had been working is a continuous action in the past that happens for a long time with a duration, and there is another action that happens after it, which is had the accident. So here, Mark had been working here for 2 weeks when he had the accident. This is past perfect continuous. Let's see another difference between them. The past perfect tense focuses on the result of an activity in the past. Like here, I had traveled to London twice by the time I got a job in New York. Here, I'm focusing on the result of an activity in the past. I'm not focusing on the duration. I'm not focusing on the activity, but I'm focusing on the result. Also, I didn't use any duration here. I didn't use a specific duration, like for 2 hours, for 3 weeks. Think about it. Is twice is the duration of time? No. Is by the time is a duration of time? No. So I will not use past perfect continuous. While the past perfect continuous tense focuses on the duration of an activity in the past. Like here, Richard needed a holiday because he had been working hard for 6 months. So here I'm using past perfect continuous because I am focusing on the duration of this activity that he had been working for 6 months. Thanks for listening, and I'm glad to be here with you today. Bye for now and wait for other videos.